Hello, I'm Citrus, and thanks to New Type HQ, you're looking at the Figure Standard Ultraman Suit version 7.5. It's pretty interesting that this is a suit, while the B-type was just Ultraman, because this belongs to Moroboshi, whose character perfectly captures the idea that the person makes the hero, not his powers or his suit. Anyway, this kit came out in January 2019, retailing for the same 4,500 yen as the Ultraman B-type, but I can't show you that because Bandai decided to stop printing box prices after some time last year. There's not much else to see on the outside, so let's get right into it. Inside the box, we get the same glossy red plastic as before, and some more silvery satin goodness. The 7.5 has much more red on it than the B-type, but the accessories are all big blades this time, so we end up with about just as much silver as before. After that, we get some gray parts for the joints, yellow optics instead of clear, and the usual Figure Standard display base. We get some marking seals and a pretty big sheet of foil stickers just like before. The LED unit is different this time around. It only has one light since the 7.5 doesn't have a chest light, and you can see a blank where the second LED was supposed to be. Despite being very similarly designed, the 7.5 doesn't share any parts with the B-type. Every plate is unique to this kit. Aside from that, there isn't much to say about the build, so I'll just turn on some Deep Space bass and let you enjoy the show. Feel free to skip ahead to the completed model. Here's the complete 7.5 spinning around. This isn't really a complex model kit. If you don't do too much detailing, you can definitely assemble it in an afternoon. For scale, here it is next to the Figure-Eyes Ultraman B-type and a high-grade Gundam. Once you finish building, you'll be left with these two silver pieces, which can go on the forearms. They'll be used in a future version of this kit, due to release in September 2019. Handling this kit, I had a few problems. First, the hips are very crashy. You can pull the legs down a bit, but there just isn't a lot of room here, so things will bump into each other. The knee has only one bend this time. I think that's okay, but the kneecap is attached to the lower leg instead of the knee itself, and you can see it flexing as I apply just the slightest pressure. This might be a fragile area, so be careful with it. Same-ish range in the ankles as before, pretty good. Moving back up, the waist has a bit more motion in it this time around, very happy to see that. The arms and shoulders have the same range as before, and single joint elbows. The floating pauldron looks really cool when it all lines up. A weird design choice is that the arms stick out pretty far even in their lowest position, so the suit looks like it's ready to punch someone all the time. But this is more Boshi we're talking about, so I guess that's fair. The head can go forwards and back, side to side, but no tilting, thanks to the light piping in the neck. I painted the area under the visor gold to make the visor look just a bit warmer when the lights are off. And if we turn on the LED, very bright, no complaints at all. Same 2-mode operation as before. First mode is attached to a 3-minute timer, and the second mode is permanently on. The accessories are pretty amazing this time around, but let's start with these little things. The manual doesn't name them, but I think they're supposed to be some kind of throwing weapon. Next up is the massive eye slugger, which is a beautiful monstrosity that can separate into 3 blades for CQC action. And last is the specium sword, which has the best gimmick any tiny toy sword can have: functional scabbard. Only the sword is meant to be worn on the suit, so you'll need a baggie to keep your parts from running away. I suppose you can stick one of the throwy things on the hip, but I really wish the kit came with some way to carry the eye slugger. A simple clip that goes into one of the holes in the back would have been nice. Anyway, these weapons look awesome, and the included action-based compatible stand, of course, helps with creating tons of cool poses. This kit is fantastic for lazy builders like me, because so little touch-up work is necessary. And considering that the action figure alternative was a 6,000 yen web exclusive first released in 2016, I'd say this kit is an absolute bargain. It lights up, looks great, costs less, and is way more available. Not to mention the overall proportions are much more balanced. This is a win across the board for me. Of course, if you aren't an Ultra fan or if you're looking for something intricate and complex, give this one a pass. But for everyone else, you can't go wrong with picking up one of these. Especially from New Type HQ, where you can use coupon code CITRUS to save 10% on this kit and many others. Fill a cart over $59 and get free US shipping as well. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all next time.